Hi guys, Trisha here from Decisive Designs. Welcome to my live. This is goodies that I have found, and I always say, boy, I have a goodie for you. Um, this room has like a sweet perfume. I feel like, does anyone ever smell hydrangea? I feel like they have like this sweet scent to them. I got fresh hydrangea from the trees or bushes outside, and they are radiant. And the smell of the room just changes. Just smells so alive. Um, so I had done this gorgeous yellow multicolored table, and it's part of my bold collection. Very bold. When you think of a room and when you think of the elements of the room and what the designer thought of before they start doing it, first they have to get the likes and dislikes and preferences from the owner. So if I say, "Oh, I want some yellow chairs," right? And you know, and maybe a little black and white in there, and I don't know about green. And they're gonna jot them all down, right? And they're gonna come back like, I scratch green because it does not talk to yellow at all. And I don't know about the bold black and white, but just I gave you just a couple pillows, and I put some tans in there and some this in there, and here it is. In a designer world, it would be perfect because this is all the in colors and it's coordinate well together, and you thought, well, I'm paying my money and I want yellow with black and white and green, and that's what I want. So one of the things that I love to do, I love to be me. And if I want something, I get it. Um, and oftentimes people try to talk me out of it. My husband, my child, other people, because they're ferocious. I call them fresh. But, anyways, I always get what I want. I know what I want. And sometimes I listen to them, but then I go back and change it and get what I want. Because it's not their preferences, it's mine. So what I'm saying is think about this room as your living space or your bedroom, whatever room in your house that needs upgrading or updating. And think about all these colors, right? And for me, the table and the chairs and dishes and everything, they're very close. So the colors that I use may not make sense in this setting to you, right? But then if you take them a bit further, say, let me think of doing my dining room, or let me think of doing a bedroom. So you're gonna put the yellow on the wall, or the blue, or one of these colors that are very common, right? On the wall. But you want to do bold, right? All right. Remember, you have the wall, the curtains, the furnitures, right? And then your accessories. And definitely think about the floors. So when you immerse all these colors into one big gorgeous room. You get like this hotel, modern hotel style living room that everyone just fall for because the colors are so alive. And when you walk in there, you smell this scent that you never smelled before. And when you dive in, the couch, you don't want to get up. It's so comfortable. And last night I was looking at someone's house tour. Now, this was after I made my table. But what I do notice that my social media send me similar preferences of people, similar taste of people, similar to mine. So after I decked this tiny room out and it looked outrageously beautiful and bold, I went on YouTube and I toured a house with black and white couch, right? And everything else around it was neutral. Everything else around it, and it looked gorgeous, yeah. They're not people that love or indulge in bold colors, but they get what they want. But when you see a black and white couch, you're like, uh, uh, I don't know about that. It's too bold for me. The black and white couch was the only bold um, color in the room, and everything else was subtle. It was gorgeous. And I thought if they just add some yellow to that room and some green, they would light it afire. Like it would be exploding. But people like what they like. And unfortunately, we're in a world where people have similar tastes. Um, and we get to meet them via social media, and that is so good. Anyways, I love these colors. I love the way I use them. I love the way they made this dining room feel, and I can't wait to sit around it, have conversation, um, go to countries, different countries. They, have you ever eaten with your friends and then when you conversate, you talk about different countries and you're like, wow, I never knew I would have gone to, Paris today in my dining room. But that's how the world works, right? But anyways, I wanted to show you this beautiful setting. Oftentimes when I design my table, I try to pull inspiration from everything that I do. Even a book. I went to the library. Just so you know, I went to the library and a book was displayed, and I don't even remember the name of it. It had a tablescape on the front, and I picked it up and borrowed it. And I read the first page, and it was governed by secret and all that good stuff. And I didn't want to learn about it. I didn't want to immerse myself into a secret. So I do what I do best. But oftentimes I will read the first page or the first paragraph. And if you talk to friends and people that you have met and talk about the book, I remember someone telling me if you get the first few pages and the back, you get the book. I don't think so, but whatever. I feel like if you get the front, the cover, you get the book. But anyways, this is so so gorgeous, and it's inspired by the bold colors that I had in here before, and I had taken out some other stuff, and then my mind just clicked of all the beautiful colors that I have and I have used before. Okay. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. So I have this setting. Oftentimes I do the two head tables differently. So this black and white placemat, it is vintage. All right. So when you go thrift shopping, pick up some vintage stuff because it makes your room. It really does, right? So look at this bowl, baby. Isn't that nice and bold? And it just picks up on the camera nicely. And then I found this avocado green charger that matches the paint in this room. Don't I wasn't looking for it. It just came to me and I bought it. And I'm gonna use this plate. So I don't remember the name of this plate, right? I have another one. I only have two of them. But it's gorgeous and it packs like a huge punch. I like the way they use colors in that they took blue and do it in two different color or hue, and they did the same thing with green, right? And then they accent it with white. I love that. So um, I could be um, okay. I could be okay using a lighter green plate and it would be gorgeous, right? But what I did was, and oftentimes I show people what else I have, but the choice that I choose is special. I chose this um, um, table, Barcelona. I chose this salad plate. Sometimes I can't think. I'm sorry. Because of the strong yellow and gold that I have within this room, and I wanted the layering effect. And oftentimes I say layer the look, and you never go wrong, right? So let me show you why it works and where the connection is. All right, the connection starts with this beautiful plate. I wish I'm holding my head like, oh my God, I wish I get the next two that completes the set. This plate is beautiful. It feels like butter, and then it has all the colors that just completes this palette right here. They couldn't use better colors. Pastel colors, they're so calming, they're so relaxing, and they're so beautiful, right? And if you see the charger, there's no black in here. So you don't have to mix and, well, mix match or matchy matchy, kind of. There's no black in here. There's no white in here. But yet, what you do is you put something between the black and white and the plate, and you got it. This is Tabletop Gallery, and I have several of their plates. But I find that this one is gorgeous. And I've been seeing like different color plates within like a collection. You have the blue, the red, the teal, the dot. But I haven't seen this. And I can't wait because I want two more. So Because I don't have 8 of these, I grabbed these two to coordinate or to finish this look, right? How fitting. Look at the colors. The yellow is Provident, is that how you say it? And the green, right? And the other colors, they just kind of shy down. I probably wouldn't use this peachy color right there or this purple because it's subtle, right? And blue I probably would have chosen, but in this case, it's yellow and green, and it's running this table. And that's how gorgeous it looks. So there is two print and print, but there is a solid color in between, and it just makes it. And then I topped it off. So most of these plates, I have seven. I bought seven Pier 1 plates from Pier 1 years ago. And I was looking for the other one to make eight, and I found this Barcelona plate. It is so close. The hue is a little bit different. See that? But you don't know because it's all the way over here. So sometimes people think I have everything from one maker. No, I mix and match because I had these for years. I bought them from Pier 1, and Pier 1 went out of business here, and their collection, you can't get this collection unless you find it at your sale or thrift shop, right? But what I do, I try to find plate that is very similar in color and shape, and it's the same size, the same shape, but it's a little bit different. And if I hadn't put them close, you would have never known the difference. And it's from Barcelona Tabletops Unlimited. See that? So Tabletops Unlimited. Don't know if it's the same brand, Tabletops Gallery. But look how gorgeous that looks together. And many of you would not have used that black and white bottom because it's too bold. But when you think about it, sometimes you have to think outside the box in order for people to talk about you, right? So there you go. And then these utensils are like 200 years old, and they don't look it, right? They're vintage. And I have the whole set. I even have the box and the certificate that goes with that. And what I do is I made sure my layers work, right? And then my color, the napkin, is a hue of that yellow. And it works. Works. And I just, throw it over the plate, just like so. Nothing fancy. But what I did was, even though I got these vintage vases, this on this table, I wanted to show off the green in the eye level. And whenever you work with colors and you bring some of it to the eye level, it always works. Always. You have to pick it up a notch and bring it up in order to work. I put white candles there and it didn't work for me. And then with the color above, you see the beauty of the table or the beauty of the colors around the table. All right, guys. So I want to thank you for stopping by. I have to run to get my son. And remember to subscribe. My subscription has gone like below, like two. I lost two subscribers. So guys, fix that for me. Could you give me 20 instead? You know, that two that I lost. Do something nice for me today. As I always bring you really good content. So be kind and courteous. Love your neighbor. Check on your elderly. Peace.